Hi Pisces, I'm here with your messages from Spirit Tarot reading. I hope that y'all are doing very well. Please know this reading can resonate with any Pisces placement in your chart. Okay, so when I was in your meditation, Pisces, what I heard is nothing is underdeveloped, Pisces. Like I heard my guides bluntly say that verbatim. Nothing is underdeveloped. So Pisces, there could be a situation or something in your life that isn't giving you exactly what you want, or isn't showing up for you in the pace that you want it to show up. So like, let's say this is a connection that you've been trying to get off the ground. Let's stay away from connections, actually. Let's say this is a project that you've been working on, and some of you, I'm getting that this is even a thought about yourself. Like you might think that you're underdeveloped in some area as far as skill wise. And my guides are saying you're exactly where you need to be for now. Leveling up happens in time. Things happen in divine order. Maybe for some of you, you've been waiting for it for a very long time, and that's what you've been thinking. Nothing is underdeveloped. Never put yourself lesser than what you actually are. That's how you don't get anywhere, is what my guides are saying. When you put yourself lesser than what you actually are, that's how you don't get anywhere. Okay. Super direct, interesting message. Let's go ahead and see what other messages we have from Spirit. We have the door to spirit. Maybe for some of you, this has to deal with like your psychic abilities or something like that. Maybe it has to deal, if it's not your psychic abilities, maybe it has to deal with understanding spirit. Yeah, strategy. So I feel like 1, 2, 3, 312, 321, 231, 213 are important numbers here. But I feel like that for you, Pisces, there is connections that are opening up. I feel like the spirit has been trying to usher you through a new doorway for some time. But if you are discrediting yourself or, harshly judging yourself, viewing yourself in the not best light, sometimes you're blocking your solar plexus from adventure, from allowing yourself to experience different things. Like your solar plexus is very much like your willpower, your determination, and whatnot. And some of you may have been experiencing one. Maybe you currently have one. I do strongly suggest that you get some Reiki done. You do some clearing up that. Do a little bit of research on the solar plexus chakra for yourself. Sometimes eating yellows, smelling lemongrass, so on and so forth is good for your solar plexus chakra. So I would definitely look into that if I were you. Not lemongrass. I don't know why I said lemongrass. I meant to say sweetgrass. I think I said lemongrass, but sweetgrass. Anyways, but I do feel that Spirit has a plan for you, Pisces. That even though you may not see it yet, doesn't mean that things aren't set in motion. For some of you, there is, of course, growth that has had to happen in order for you to achieve what is to come next. I feel like if you have an Aries placement, or I want to say Aries in like your top 5, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. Anyways, if you have Aries somewhere there, I feel like the spirit has been trying to help you work through that Aries placement. Okay. If you have a fire placement, of course it could be the same. I just feel a heavy Aries energy. Okay. But I feel like that for you, Pisces, that there is a strategy. Look. Oh. I heard look, and I actually said it out loud. It says, owl wisdom, use all your senses to perceive the wisdom and information you are seeking. I wasn't going to take that, but I guess I am now. So I feel like that for some of you, when it comes to whatever this situation may be, maybe it's not your intuition, but it has to deal with a belief that you have about yourself. Is what I'm picking up on. Maybe really tapping into not necessarily why you believe that, like, why exactly do I believe this about myself? It's why do you continue to allow yourself to believe the same thing? Do you know what I mean? I pick up like negative self-talk or being critical. You're not underdeveloped, Pisces. You're where you need to be in order to get to where you want to go. Then we have Lakshmi, golden goddess. The golden abundance of the universe is opening up to you. And I'm being told 3. Okay. Anyways, so I feel like that spirit has taken you, I'm hearing they've taken you round and round and round. Now I have Circles by Post Malone in my head. But Spirit has taken you round and round and round when it comes to a couple different situations so that you could understand why it was important to leave it behind, to let it be, to have you really see someone clearly. I feel like this is outside of the criticism of self. I feel like that for some of you, you've been experiencing the same cycle over and over and over again, just in different people. And it's like the universe has been trying to show you something, trying to show you how, you know, your guides communicate, how the universe works, how manifestation works. And it's like it's being shown to you, but I feel like that maybe you weren't exactly grasping it. And now it's opening up to you. I'm hearing the floodgates are opening up. Someone with green eyes is important. Anyways, I keep seeing green eyes for some reason. But what I'm picking up on is that with this Lakshmi card, again, it says the golden abundance of the universe is opening up to you. I feel like that some of you are finally like, they're showing me someone walking around in a maze and then a door being flown open on its own. So I feel like that for you, there's doorways that are being opened for you by the universe. It was all about divine timing more than anything. We have Saraswati, creative expression. Use your creative gifts and exploration as a way to expand and grow. I'm hearing that for some of you. Perhaps you read tarot. If you read tarot, sometimes it's best not to necessarily practice on people. It's just best just to like read the cards, study the cards, master the cards before you try to, like that's what I did. I obsessed over the cards and I constantly like go back and I learn different ways to read the cards. It's about, you know, tarot is so expansive. Let's say it's not expansive and let's say it's not expansive. Let's say it's not tarot and let's say it is jewelry making. Graphic design. I met someone who does graphic design the other day. I thought they were really interesting. It was a Cancer, actually. Let's say it is, you know, anything that opens up your creative abilities, music, writing, so on and so forth. I feel like that, don't you ever notice that sometimes breakthroughs happen when you're not thinking about them? Sometimes the answers come in so many unexpected ways, Pisces. That's something to remember. Answers come in unexpected ways, all right? But I feel like the universe is trying to get you to expand. You might have a Pluto in Sagittarius. You might have heavy Sagittarius energy in your chart. But there's a lot of expansion that's being brought to you. Oh, Saturn's in Pisces right now. Oh, Pisces. This breakthrough is coming in possibly because of this transit. But let's go ahead and see what else we have. That flew out. We have Shark, survival, power. Okay. We have ship, directions, and journey. And what is this? And then we have pearl, hidden gem. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm reading for, like, this is the vibe that I'm picking up on, Pisces, from Spirit. I feel like that for you, you feel like that you've been keeping your head above water. You've been keeping your head above water when it comes to either, you know, your spirituality, your personal beliefs. It's like, some of you have tried to keep your head away from the negative thinking or away from the negative experiences, but because you still have that focus of keeping yourself away from it instead of processing it, what's going on is that you've been in this inner battle, this inner tug of war. Again, it's like with this Shark card, I'm picking up more survival. And Spirit is saying, this was you to, like, it's like people go through, my goodness, I'm so sorry. People go through things for a reason. And it's not like the universe was like, suffer, Pisces. That's what I'm hearing. The universe is never going to be like that. The universe is like, if I'm trying to redirect you and give you what you want, but there is a lack of understanding or a lack of growth so that you can actually see what's going on in front of you, which is not your fault. Again, Pisces, this is all about timing. All about timing. If I was to list this reading anything, I would say that it's all about timing. Okay, and this is about trusting the universe and knowing that your next step will be placed before you. With the Pearl card, it says hidden gem, and I feel it's hidden/gem. Anyways, I feel like that for you, Pisces, there's some things about yourself that you're going to be finding out over the coming months between, actually, for a lot of you. Yo, my big old crystal just fell off the table. I don't know how it did that, but I'm glad I didn't break anything. Hey. Anyways, I don't know if I tapped it when I moved the bell, but anyways, between now and next March, so it's during your season, I feel like that there's going to be a few awakenings that you're going to be experiencing, maybe some that you didn't experience. For some of you, I'm hearing that you're going to be put in a position that you didn't think would happen. Put in a position. This could be, of course, in a relationship, in a friendship, in a business. But again, it's having a higher position in some sense that you don't see yourself having now. Okay. And using your gifts is going to get you there. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. I'm using the Astro Matrix Tarot. One card trying to pop out. Let's go ahead and cut this bad boy and see what do we have for Pisces. Messages from Spirit. What do we have for Pisces, Spirit? Thank you, Holy Spirit. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? Seven of Pentacles. Also, something to keep in mind is that sometimes the universe keeps you where you're at so that other things can line up to you. That's something to remember. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Death card. Strength card. Scorpio, Leo energy, Nine of Swords. I don't know why I have grease in my head. There's that Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Ace of Swords. That flew out. Three of Swords. Oh no, sorry, I said the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I'm not predicting this is gonna happen. I'm just I'm gonna tell you what I heard. I heard the truth will set you free, but at first it'll piss you off. Which is from Lemon by Nerd and Rihanna. Anyways. So, nines are important here. Okay, you have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about bringing things to a head to lead it to a 10. Okay, number 27 can be important too, but I feel like that for you, Pisces, this is about closing things out. Finally, some of you, it's like, oh, I'm getting a rush of like, a huge rush of confidence. For some of you, it's like you've been sitting in this Nine of Pentacles, which means that maybe you have some physical fulfillments going on. Maybe you have this sense of independence, and maybe you've been trying to invest further independence, further financial independence is what I'm hearing, further financial security as well. And it's like you've been patiently waiting for this to come around. Meanwhile, my guides are saying that your guides have been trying to show you this. Show you that when it's like some of you, do you see how he's holding on to I almost said time turner, Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, the hourglass. You see how he's holding on to the hourglass? Some of you, it's like, he looks like, oh. Someone that wears like high top sneakers or Nikes, or what are those skater shoes that are big and fluffy? Could be associated with someone that wears shoes like that, or someone that wears heavy gold jewelry, or maybe you'll see this person wearing gold jewelry out. There's some kind of cycle with this individual. Okay, I feel like that this person they might wear glasses or have something going on with their eye muscles. Anyways, but this person, it's like there is a cycle, and maybe some of you, it's like you've been patiently waiting for things to come to fruition with this individual, or maybe it depends on this individual. They could wear a chain around their neck. But this person, it's like what I pick up is that this had to die in order for what you want to be born. And some of you, if you're still holding on to this situation, okay, let it go. Let it go. I feel like that some of you may have physically let it go, but as far as energetically, you haven't. Because it's like the moment you let it die, I keep getting like an Aslan energy. You know, if you've listened or watched or read the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm not even kidding. That's like the third time that's happened recently where I talk like that. I don't know why. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But this is about having the strength to let something die and surrendering it. This is something that I feel like for a lot of you, you could have spent a lot of energy. You could have spent 9 months mourning the situation or chasing the situation is what I'm picking up on. But Spirit is saying that the moment that you fully let it die, energetically and everything, it's going to replenish you. And as it this could be separate from the undervaluing energy that I was picking up on anyways. But when it comes to this situation, the universe is saying, let it die. Let it die. Let it die. Move forward. Leave it in the past. Because you see, in this Nine of Swords, you see how she's kind of like got a graveyard behind her. And she's upset, yeah, but she's letting it go. She's letting it go. She's no longer letting her thoughts get the best of her too. And I feel like that's what's going on for you, Pisces. Then here comes this change with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. For some of you, something that Spirit is saying to me, and it's not to hurt your feelings or anything like that. It's just what I'm picking up on. Some of you aren't aware of how you've been hurting your own self, how you haven't been showing yourself love, how you haven't been, giving to yourself in the right way. Some of y'all may have, we're all human, by the way. But this has to deal with, like, the universe is going to show you how you haven't been loving yourself, and how to love yourself. Because to go from the Three of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like the moment that you allow Spirit in to communicate. Because you could be getting messages in the dream state. I feel like that for some of you, there may have been some downloads, meditations, visions, and whatnot that were not making sense at all, is what I'm hearing. And there's some kind of clarity that's going to be provided, which is going to put this moon in reverse, meaning that things won't be hidden. And I feel like that with this Ace of Swords leading into it, I feel like this could be information, like things that are outside of you could possibly trigger you to make this push to look inward, and to see, how have I really been treating myself? Am I taking care of my physical health, mental health? So going through all of those, but also, like, how have I been really treating myself? Where am I allowing? I keep getting something about the crown chakra, and I'm feeling a lot of anguish and stress. Like when I tapped it, the moment I said crown chakra, I felt anguish and stress, and I started rubbing my head. I feel like that for some of you. What have you been allowing yourself to think about? Where has your mind been revolving? Because Spirit is saying the answers are here, but if you're you're keeping that doorway blocked, you're going down that spiral, you're not letting it die, you're not allowing yourself to build your confidence to move forward, then how could you possibly, achieve what you want? So by releasing that and shifting into that Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, that's like being your own friend. That's being your own best friend. That's sitting there and, going from the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. You could have a heavy Virgo placement. But this is about allowing yourself to nurture and truly take care of yourself. You know what is a really good, and I say this in some of my videos, I say this all the time, okay? Sometimes the best thing to do is to act like your opposite sign. When you're in a rut, sometimes it's best to act like your opposite sign. Best believe that if I'm feeling some kind of funk, I go act like a Leo. I do things, I have a heavy Leo placement anyways, but I act like a Leo. I do things like a Leo. I just have a wild, fun time. I might spritz myself up. You know what I do? I get my eyelashes done every 2 weeks. That's very Leo-like, to keep up with physical. So anyways, but sometimes I suggest studying, if you have a Virgo placement, checking into that Virgo placement, seeing what it means, but also studying your opposite sign of Virgo and seeing how exactly can you give to yourself so that you can get into this Nine of Cups. Because this is like, you go from the Nine of Pentacles, the Spirit is saying you're on your way to the Queen of Pentacles and while you're on your way there, you could go from the Nine of Cups to that Ten of Cups to that Queen of Cups, which is your empowered self, Pisces. You're on your way to fully empowering yourself. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to be using this Spirit Allies Oracle deck, and we're going to see, what extra signs, messages we have here for you, beautiful Pisces. On the board, I have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius out. Okay, we have the poppy, and for some reason, I had a whole bunch of messages. Oh, there's a poppy field in The Wizard of Oz. Maybe some of y'all have felt like that you've been in The Wizard of Oz and it's like things keep spiraling and you're like, why? Why is this not making sense? Why is this not making sense? It'll make sense. Then we have Lakshmi 07. I will read that in a second. I don't know why I said 07. You have 2 sevens on the board technically. 34 is broken down to a 7. And then we have Lakshmi. Then we have Obsidian. That's number 19. That's really good for a protection stone. All right. Hi, Pisces. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Let's go ahead and continue. After Obsidian, we have Peyote. And I'll take both of these. We have Opal and then Raven. I think I mentioned something about birds being a sign earlier. So let's go ahead and we're going to read from the book. And we're going to read Lakshmi 07 first. Abundance can be found everywhere in life. When was the last time I expressed true gratitude? That's a prompting question. So perhaps re-implementing a really healthy daily gratitude practice will be helpful. I actually want to read the poppy. I'll read the poppy real quick. Okay, what is the poppy? My dreams are available to me. What does my dream life look like? So there's a lot of messages about manifestation. What is 33 peyote about? Okay, we have, I believe in guidance beyond the material realm. How do you feel when you take time to nourish your energetic body? There's a lot of messages about taking care of yourself here, Pisces, and taking care of yourself in the right way. I feel like that if you choose to, I feel like that Reiki would be really good for you too, Pisces. There's plenty of free online Reiki if you look on YouTube. Also, you might want to get some opals. There's so many different kinds of opals. So I would just look into whichever one you're drawn to. Let's go ahead and see what these messages are. Look, no need to worry. And then peaceful resolution and look for a sign. So I feel like that for you, Pisces, and then within the next few weeks, I feel like that for you, Pisces, the universe is on your side if you allow it to be so. But also that it's like all this waiting, you know. Sorry, I have a Harry Potter scene in my head. 12 years of waiting is what I heard. Maybe some of y'all have waited 12 years. Anyways, you won't have to wait 12 years. That was a joke, but I'm saying maybe some of y'all have waited a long time. But anyways, it's like this shift is happening for you. And Spirit is saying it's happening for a reason. And Spirit is also saying that like the wait was worth it. Pretty much the wait was worth it. And also, you know, if you want more help from the universe, all you have to do is ask, my friends. All you have to do is ask. The universe is saying, you know, look for a sign, allow yourself to receive the help that we're trying to give you. And also, I'm so sorry. And also with a peaceful resolution that, you know, there was no need to worry. Very good answers are coming in for you. And there's no reason to allow yourself to stress over some. Don't be stressed when you're blessed. Thank you.